And I think she would be so sick of what's going on, what Joe Biden and Tim Ryan together have done to our country. And if you look at issue after issue after issue, what we have is not bad people. This country is still the greatest country in the world. We have the best people and the best workers in the world. But what we have is bad leadership, and we need to take this country in a different direction.
Well, the primary reason I'm out here is to learn more about what JD has to say. I do plan on supporting him. Initially, I actually was not a big fan of his. I had learned that he was anti-Trump at one point. But as Trump had endorsed him and I was willing to give him a shot, I looked more into his policies, grew to become more of a fan of his, and wanted to hear what he had to say in person.
But it's always great to be in Northwestern Ohio. This is a community that's very close to my heart. You know, you guys know my story, and I grew up in a town pretty much straight down 75 south. That's not all that different from Toledo, and not all that different from this region where, you know, we used to make things in this country, and we used to use American hands and American workers to do it. And this campaign is about, if it's about anything, it's about putting our citizens first, and it's about having an American leadership that does this crazy thing where it looks after its own people before the citizens of the world.
Just knowing that he is somebody that ran a business and he gets it. He signed the paychecks. He hasn't been some long-term politician that's just in there. He's actually in there for the people, and he really cares about what we're going through and with the economy and the border and what he can do to help change things here locally.
I'm running for Senate because I think public policy has to be a part of the solution, but absolutely, I'm a big believer in personal responsibility. I think that we in the Republican Party and the conservative movement believe that people absolutely need to take responsibility for themselves and their actions. Unfortunately, right now, we have a set of public policy makers in this country that want to destroy the jobs that people are using to support their family. That old American tradition of self-reliance requires you have a functioning economy so that people can work in that economy and provide for their families. I just heard from a guy earlier that we have companies right now that are hiring foreign visa workers instead of American workers to support themselves. If you do that, if you allow your companies to effectively treat the global economy as their first objective and not the American worker, you're going to destroy that spirit of American self-reliance that I think makes this country so great.